Alright guys, the final part. And I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to enjoy the video with you guys. And after that, I'm going to go to bed and sleep. Wake up, work on my book, and I'll go to the store, get a pack of smokes, and enjoy some Rad Brad. Obviously. And I'll watch Rings of Power Episode 2, and I'll make another interesting video. I'm going to keep talking about this Matrix topics, guys. Because I'm highly considering purchasing the rights of the Matrix, guys. Look at an amazing movie, man. The Matrix franchise will be so good, it'll beat out all my other 4 movies. It'll even rival Zanus, guys. That's how good of a story it is, man. I had the story in my head. I'm like, yeah, if you tell that kind of story, it'll rival the Zanus story, man. But I think Zanus will still take it out, obviously, because Zanus is a masterpiece. It's a fucking masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hired Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson asks me, I don't know if me and VJ decide to make the Matrix franchise. Don't hate me, Keanu Reeves and Scott Johansson. If I make that Matrix franchise, I'm sorry, guys. You will not be saved, obviously. But there's a high chance I will just make those 4 movies, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Keanu Reeves them already know. They can see the future. If I choose to make that Matrix franchise, obviously, you know what I'm saying? All the Zanus actors are all going to ask you, Ivan, what movie are you doing next? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you guys want to know? Yeah, we want to know. Yeah. Me and VJ are going to purchase the rights off the Matrix. Oh, you want to tell it? You want to do like a Matrix like trilogy? I'm like, yeah. Like, holy shit, Ivan. Like, you're gonna be the one? I'm like, yeah, and VJ's my lover. Holy shit, I want to be in that movie. And Ivan, that movie, I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for fucking the Matrix, man. You're not good for the Matrix, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not good. Yeah. Peter Johnson asked me. He already knows. I'm saying something. Hey, Ivan, what movie you guys are doing next? By the way, yeah, Peter, me and VJ are gonna purchase the rights off the Matrix franchise from Warner Bros. Oh, really? Huh? Like you're gonna do like a trilogy? I'm like, yeah. He was like, "What are you doing? Like a reboot, or like are you doing like a sequel?" No, George, no, Peter, I'm doing a sequel. A sequel? They already made the Resurrections movie, Ivan. Like, what kind of sequel are you gonna make? No, George. I'm going to what? I'm going to erase the Resurrection movie. Like delete it from canon. Yeah, I'm gonna delete it from canon. I'm gonna wipe it out. I'm gonna wipe it from the face of the map. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more releases, and no. In other words, all the people who own Matrix Resurrection now, once I purchase the rights off the Matrix, obviously, you know what I'm saying, the Matrix Resurrection will no longer be available worldwide anywhere for anyone to buy. I'm erasing it completely from the map. I am deleting it from canon. Ivan, that's smart. Peter Johnson, Ivan, that's smart, man. That movie was terrible, man. Yeah, like, that was terrible, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, if you wanna make that Matrix story, you have to delete that fucking resurrection mess. You have to delete it. Otherwise, I can't fix the resurrection mess. If I want to tell that story, I have to delete it from canon. I have to wipe it from the face of the map. And that's what I believe Disney should do with the sequels. They should fucking delete the sequels and erase it. They're not going to do it, obviously, but they should erase it and make a new trilogy, man. Make the trilogy. Make the trilogy that I'm thinking of. I'm more than happy if Lucasfilm wants to remake the sequels. I'm more than happy to steal my ideas from my videos and make that sequels for the fans if they want. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to do that. Obviously, they already made the sequels. They made their billions. They already made their sequels. They're not going to make the sequels. Remake the sequels. You know what I'm saying? Even Peter Jackson will be like, Peter Jackson will want to get his hands on that. You know what I'm saying? He'll ask me, you already know, somebody goes, Ivan, who asked me, oh, Ivan, what are you thinking of for your story? And I tell Peter Jackson my story, obviously. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. That's your idea for your trilogy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, that sounds like a masterpiece. It's kind of like Zanus. You kind of have that Zanus masterpiece. Yeah, the life of a kid. In the end, he's a badass. He's the one kicking ass, and he has a beard. Yeah, holy shit, that's a masterpiece, man. Like, Ivan, that has potential to even be better than even the Wachowski Sisters trilogy. Yeah, it does. Yeah. The only thing, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe my Matrix movie will be better than the first Matrix, but it'll probably be close. But I think my movies will be better than Reloaded and Revolutions. Because I have the story in my mind. You're looking at a fucking man. Don't forget, I'm acting as the one. And VJ's acting as like the next Trinity. The movie will be that much better. And I'm pouring $600 million towards unheard of action sequences. Look at an amazing movie. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Can I direct a movie? I'm like, no, Peter, you're not good for the Matrix. You're not good for the Matrix movie. But Peter's gonna want to direct the Matrix. I don't know. Zanus ends, Ivan, can I direct the Matrix movie? I'm like, no, Peter, you're not good for the Matrix. Ivan, man, I'm a talented director. Yes, Peter, if you direct my Matrix movie, it'd probably be a good movie, but you're not a Matrix guy. The Wachowski sisters are better for the Matrix than you, Peter. You see what I'm saying? You were good for Zayn, you're not good for the Matrix. Because Peter's selfish, I don't care about the Wachowski sisters. I want to direct your next movie. I'm like, no, Peter, you're not good for that movie, man. You know what I'm saying? And guys like John Boyega, Vaughn, Jose, Vigo, and Tesla, they're all going to want to be in that Matrix trilogy. They're all going to, Ivan, man, can I be in your next movie, man? I want to be in that Matrix trilogy, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Because they know if they're in my Matrix trilogy, it means they're going to be saved for the next, 10 years of their life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, guys, I'm not going to do like that. You're not good for the Matrix, for the Matrix trilogy. You know what I'm saying? And if I make that Matrix trilogy, a lot of the actors will be signing multi-movie contracts, obviously. Hence, they're going to be saved for 10 years of their life. They're going to sign multi-movie contracts, obviously. You know what I'm saying? They're going to sign multi-movie contracts. What I could do, some of the actors who I have chosen for the Matrix, I can have them be in my Matrix trilogy if you want. You can save them for 10 years if you want. You can have KJ Apple be the operator if you want. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? You can have what? You can have some of the people be in the movie if you want. You can have Brie Larson be in your movie. You can have Ben Affleck be in your movie if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can have some of those actors be in your movie and they sign a 10-year deal, a multi-movie contract, obviously. They sign a multi-movie contract. Now, I'll pay Ben Affleck the same amount of money I'm willing to pay him for The Great Escape. You can do that if you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. High chance I might do that. Some of the actors who are chosen for my movies, I have them in my Matrix movie. That way you save some of them for they sign a multi-year deal. A multi-movie contract, obviously. They're going to be... The Matrix trilogy will take a good 10 years. 9-10 years. Because I'm not going to film it back to back. No. Because Ivan, why don't you want to film it back to back? Because I want to make more money for myself. If I want to make more money for myself, you know what I'm saying? And I want to take my time. I don't want to... For the Matrix franchise, I don't want to film it all back to back. No. The Matrix movie is not one story like Zayn is. No, it's like every movie, but in the sequel is a couple years later after the first movie. You see what I'm saying? The first movie, I'm the one, I'm kicking ass. The sequel is 2 years later. And and you do the third movie, it's 5 years later or something like that. 5 years later. The third movie is 5 years later. I'm older and I have this beard. You see what I'm saying? So it's 8 years later by the third movie, and I'm much older. VJ's older. All the people are older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it creates a more powerful story. Whereas the Matrix movie was what? Was one story pretty much. You know what I'm saying? The second movie happens a couple weeks, couple months after the first movie, whatever it is. The third movie happens a month or so after this, a couple days after the second movie. It's Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions were filmed back to back. They filmed those movies back to back. Obviously, whereas the Matrix was filmed a year or 2 years before the Matrix Reloaded. They filmed the Matrix in 1998, 1997, whatever it is. 1998 they filmed it, and then 2000 around there they filmed Reloaded and Revolutions back to back around there. You see what I'm saying? They filmed it back to back, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? If I make that Matrix franchise, I'm more than happy to save Keanu Reeves and have him have a cameo in the movie. Have Keanu Reeves have a cameo in the movie, and I might even have flashbacks. I can have him do a few flashbacks in the movie. He does a few flashbacks in the movie. You have him have scenes, pay him a nice $3 million, and you can have him be a part of the of the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be a bit pissed off though because Keanu Reeves like, Ivan, I want to be the star of your movie. Yeah. He wants to be in that great movie so bad. But the high chance I will do the 4 movies anyways. So I might not even purchase Matrix, but I might perhaps purchase. I'm going to have this talk with VJ and even George Lucas. And I'll even ask Peter Jackson, hey, Peter, what do you think? Ivan, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Peter, I'm thinking of doing these 4 movies or the Matrix franchise. What do you think I should do? Peter's like, Ivan, do the Matrix. Are you fucking crazy? Do the Matrix. Do the Matrix trilogy, Ivan. I asked John Favreau, hey, John, what do you think? Should I do that Great Escape Secret Agent movie or should I do the Matrix? Ivan, are you fucking kidding me? Do that Matrix trilogy, man. That sounds like an amazing story. Yeah, the Great Escape is an amazing story, but it's much cooler seeing you as the one kicking ass and then fucking seeing you as a secret agent, Ivan. Do that fucking Matrix trilogy, Ivan. Yeah. He's like, Ivan, let's do the Matrix trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm not gonna purchase the rights off the. I'm not gonna call up David Zaslav or Warner Bros. Until me and VJ get our billion our check for the merch. So once I make, I don't know, my $20 billion off the merch, whatever it is, $23 billion off the merch. Once me and VJ collect that fat check, obviously, you know what I'm saying, and we're ready to go on the world tour. Me and VJ can call Warner Bros. And we can begin this making plans. You know what I'm saying? Because you're probably looking at a couple months. You're probably looking at maybe a month or two of discussion. We're gonna have to have a bunch of meetings with the Warner Bros. Execs. You know, we're gonna discuss the contract. Obviously, give me a second. I'm gonna get a drink of water, guys. Alrighty, sorry for the wait, guys. As I am making this video, you guys are probably finishing up my recent video. You're probably towards the end of the third part, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And you guys better enjoy the listening series Why So Can, man. Because once I'm king, I'm peacing out. I'm not going to let you do like that. If you think I'm going to save you after what you did to me in Visa, you're fucking crazy. You're not going to be saved. You're going to be left behind. And when I'm a movie star with my stupid, annoying wife, who pisses me the fuck off always, I should just run off sometime. I'm thinking I should just run off. She pisses me off. You're not going to be saved. You're going to be left behind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, imagine seeing VJ as like Trinity kicking ass in the Matrix, man. She has this nice costume. She's kicking ass, and you see. At the same time, it's also cool seeing me and VJ. That's that Grace. Ivan, you're so gifted, man. All your movies are masterpieces. Yes, I'm a genius. I know how to tell you. Ivan, all your 4 movies you have planned all sound like masterpieces. Yes, yeah, man. The Great Escape. The Great Escape, you know what I'm saying? An innocent couple that can't find jobs and they join a secret organization to become bass agents and they're on the run, they're kicking ass, obviously. They're unique. You have the prologue when we're kids. We meet our best friends, we make a pact, and it transfers years later, we're older and they betray us and they're envious of our relation, they do all this evil to us. You know, so then you have the Western gangster movie. A couple gets married and they go on a honeymoon. They drift in this island. Yeah, and you have the Western gangster movie. Yeah, man, I'm a fucking genius. I know how to tell a good story. Hey, Ivan, you're fucking gifted, man. Yeah, hence why the gatekeepers want me to sell because Hollywood knows. Yeah, Ivan's so talented. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so gifted that like Hollywood would, like if I did movies, Hollywood would give me a lot of power, man. Okay, Ivan, what do you think? I guarantee you, if I sold out, Hollywood would want to make my four movies. Ivan, why don't we make these five movies, man? They all sound like masterpieces. Yeah, they'd all want to make those five movies. You know what I'm saying? They know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. Let's talk about the contract, obviously. Let's talk about the contract, obviously. And if I end up purchasing the rights for the Matrix, I might perhaps hire a doc crew to film that process. And I make and I make a make and I call it the big deal, obviously. The Matrix deal. Yeah. So if me and Vijay decide to make that Matrix franchise, don't hate me, Scarlett Johansson, KJ Apa, and Keanu Reeves. If I make that Matrix trilogy, I'm sorry, guys. You guys will not be saved, obviously. Don't hate me. If I choose to purchase the rights off the Matrix trilogy, obviously, I will not call Warner Bros. I will not call David Zaslav's office until me and VJ collect our big check, our big money for the merch. I don't know, we collect $20 million for the merch. VJ okay, VJ, once we make our money, once we film for the 9 months of Zanus, you know what I'm saying, and we collect our money for the merch, obviously, sold on Amazon, obviously, we can now call Warner Bros. And we can begin the long plans of discussion. Because I heard it took what? It like George Lucas and Bob Iger, like they met for like a year or something like that before George Lucas decided to buy the right. They met for like a year or 2 years, I heard. Before George Lucas decided, yeah, it takes a while, and hence I'll start having discussions around. I might call him up maybe during the 8 months when I'm playing with VJ. Sky Source, obviously, with George Lucas. I'll call them up, keep tabs of Warner Bros. Obviously. Yeah, we're interested, obviously, but I'm not gonna talk any money yet, obviously. And then once I collect that big check, I'm gonna call them and what, and we begin talks for the deal, obviously, the big deal, obviously. And my deal for Warner Bros. Is $2 billion. I'm not going any higher than that, man. If they want like 2.5, my guys, you're getting greedy. You're ripped. Look, man, your Matrix Resurrection movie flopped. Your brand isn't looking too good right now. I'm not going to give you $2.5 billion. George Lucas sold his big Star Wars brand for $4 billion, and Star Wars is much bigger than the Matrix. I'm not going to pay you almost the same amount of money as fucking Star Wars. No. I guarantee you, David Zaslav will get cocky and he'll try and push for maybe $3.5 billion. I'm like, guys, you think I'm stupid? Star Wars was sold for $4 billion, and the Star Wars brand is much bigger than the Matrix. The Matrix brand is big, but it's not as big as Star Wars. Your Matrix movie flopped. Your brand, the stock value of your Matrix brand, is not looking too good right now. I'm not gonna have you rip me off and have me give you $3.5 billion. No, my deal is $2 billion for the rights. For the rights of the movie and for the rights for the Matrix franchise. It includes games, merchandise, and the movie franchise. You know what I'm saying? But because David Zaslav and them are greedy pigs, they're thinking, like, Ivan, what about 2.3 billion? I'm like, no, guys, $2 billion is my final offer. I have nothing to lose, guys. If you don't, look, man, if you don't want to sell your brand, if you get greedy and you don't want to sell your brand, and you don't want to sell your brand to me, and you don't want to see that amazing story told, you know what I'm saying? I have nothing to lose. I'll just make my 4 movies. I have nothing to lose. Yeah, man. I have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? If we don't want, if we choose to be greedy and we don't, and Ivan chooses not to buy the rights of the Matrix franchise, Ivan will just make, I'll just make my Gray Escape movie, and I'll make my third unique movie. I'll just make my 4 movies. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll just make my what? My 4 movies. See what I'm saying? My guys, your 3 Matrix movies did $1.5 billion in the box. Yeah, the Matrix 1 did 400. The Matrix 2 did 700 million. Obviously. Ivan, why did Matrix Reloaded do the most money? I believe Matrix Reloaded did the most money because of the success of the first one. Because the first one was so good, everyone wanted to see the second one. And then once everyone saw the second one, and it's not as good as the first one. That's why the third movie tanked. It didn't do as good. The third movie only did like $400 million because the third movie was the worst one, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I believe that the reason why everyone's Reloaded did more in the box office than Matrix Resurrection, the Matrix, the first one, is because Reloaded, Neo is the one he's kicking ass, and everyone wants to see the new one kick ass. Hence why it did more money, obviously. And the second one was more entertaining than the first one. Had higher entertainment value than the first one. It's you watch Reloaded and watch Resurrection. Reloaded is clearly more entertaining than the first one, but the first one has a better story. That's why it's a better movie. Quality wise, it's better, but the second one is a bit more entertaining. Obviously, was the third one wasn't that great. It was pretty bad. The third one I saw, the second and third one I saw in theaters. The third one I did not enjoy that much on theaters. I thought it wasn't that good. Some there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What really pissed me off was I didn't understand. I'm like, why the fuck is Neo struggling with Smith in the end of Revolutions? He's fucking the one, and like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I was a kid, I didn't really understand the story, but now I know why. Because Smith has had the power of the Oracle and Zareth, and he copied all the people in the Matrix, and all the people in the Matrix equals the power of the One, pretty much, right? Yeah, hence why he was equal to Neo. Some saying. So that's my deal for David Zaslav. And David Zaslav was somebody who I have into deal. You know what I'm saying? He'll ask me, Ivan, what? And I'm saying, okay, David Zaslav. Even though I'm willing to give you $2 billion, but I have some terms and conditions. Okay, Ivan, what's your terms and conditions? Okay, this is the first thing. The only way I'll purchase the rights, I'm gonna give the Wachowski sisters a call. I'm gonna pitch to them my Matrix idea. I'm gonna tell them, okay, are you guys interested in directing my trilogy? If the Wachowski sisters do not agree to direct the trilogy, I am not touching your franchise, as I don't trust anyone, any director to make a good Zane's franchise, to make a good Matrix franchise, but the Wachowski sisters. They know what's best for the Matrix. They did the trilogy. They know what's best for the Matrix. That's the first thing. The second thing, don't hate me. You need to erase that resurrection mess from the face of the Madman. Erase it, delete it. Ivan, what do you mean? What I mean is, you know what I'm saying? What I mean is, all the people around the world who own Matrix Resurrection now, they have the movie, obviously, but like Matrix Resurrection cannot be sold anywhere in the world, man. Nobody can see that movie. So you want to, Ivan? You want to erase it complete? Yes, I want it erased. I don't want it a part of canon. But yeah, but Ivan, like we can't do that, man. We made the movie. I'm like, guys, the movie is dead. It's done. It flopped. It flopped. It lost money. It lowered the value of your Matrix franchise. Erase it. Delete it from the face of the planet. Okay, Ivan will do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We'll do that. Yeah, and then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan. The Matrix is better off in your hands. You're king now. You can easily fund your movie for much more money than how much we can fund it for. Yes, I'm going to fund the Matrix movies for like $660 million each. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The first one I make for $660, the second one I make for $670, the third one I make for $680. I put a bit more money into each sequel, obviously. Imagine putting $660 towards a Matrix movie. You're looking at like unheard of technology. Think of a better world for the Matrix. A better world for Zion. 100 years later, a better action sequences. Yeah. Something unheard of. Yeah, man. See what I'm saying? Look at something unheard of. Yeah, man. Again, a masterpiece. If you hear the noise, someone is cutting grass outside. You know what I'm saying? Because I have my window open in my room because it's fucking humid in my room, man. And that's why I'm gonna make sure I put money into an air conditioning for my condo when I build that $300 million condo with my wife VJ, obviously. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Even though Wachowski sisters will tell me, even though Costly Systems will tell me they're gonna be curious. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, you want to make a sequel to our originals? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I want you to make a sequel to the originals. Yeah, but Ivan, we already made Resurrection. Like, we already made a sequel. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I made a deal with Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Decided to erase your movie. To erase our movie, yeah, your movie is gone. It's erased. It's erased from canon. So you're saying like nobody has, yeah, nobody can, like nobody can purchase it online. You know what I'm saying? In other words, what I mean it's a race. What I mean it's a race. If you want to go on YouTube and you want to purchase Resurrection, it will no longer be there. If you want to buy Blu-ray on Amazon, it will no longer be there. The only place you'll be able to buy it is the only way you'll be able to buy it is if people are selling used copies on eBay or something like that. But the Matrix Resurrection brand is erased, completely erased. That way I can tell my amazing stories, I'm saying. You have to erase it completely from canon, man. That way I can tell my story. Otherwise, if you don't, I am not touching your Matrix franchise. I'm just going to stick to my 4 movies. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm saying? And Peter Jackson will want to get his hands on my Matrix franchise too. He saw my videos and I tell him the story. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, Ivan, that kind of story will even rival your Zanus story. Yeah. I don't think it'll beat Zanus, but it'll rival Zanus. It's gonna rival Zanus, man. You're looking at an amazing story. Holy shit, Ivan, yeah, Ivan, you're a fucking creative genius, man. You know how to tell a good story. I'm like, yes, I do, Peter, you know what I'm saying? And then once the process of saying, oh, Ivan, can I direct your Matrix trilogy, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter, you're not good for the Matrix. You're not good. Ivan, can I be in your Matrix trilogy, Ivan? All the Zane's actors are gonna beg. I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the Matrix, man. You're good for Zane's because they want to be saved. And the Zane's actors know that if I do that Matrix trilogy, they know they're gonna be saved for like 10 more years, man, and make all those millions. Yeah, I want to be saved for 10 years and experience the fame with Ivan for like 10 years of my life, man. And fucking be in Hollywood and be in that fucking Matrix movie and kick ass. Yeah, but they're not good for the Matrix movies, I'm saying. Yeah. Ivan, who are you thinking of for the cast? The only guy I am thinking of is that actor in Daredevil, Fisk. I would have him chosen as Agent Smith. Or I might perhaps choose someone else. It depends on his age. The guy I think is like 50 now around there, right? He's like 50. If the guy is like 70 now, I probably won't cast him. He's too old. He has to at least be like at least 6 years old by the time I do the Matrix. I'm gonna have to see how old he is, obviously. But I'm thinking that actor who was Fisk, I think he's perfect for Agent Smith. Holy shit, you're creative. Yes. I saw him in Daredevil as Fisk, obviously. Remember that Daredevil Marvel show? Yeah, that was an amazing show, huh? Remember Fisk? Yeah, I remember Fisk. Yeah, I'm thinking of having him as Agent Smith. Him as Agent Smith, obviously. And if not, there's other cans I can think of for Smith, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, what about Hugo Weaving? No, Hugo Weaving will be like 70 by then. Hugo Weaving is too old. Hugo Weaving is like 60 now, man. I think he's like about 60 years old. He's in his 60s now. He's too old. He's not. And by the time he'll be 70, he won't be able to do the things he used to do when he was younger. He's too old to Hugo Weaving. I'm thinking the Fisk actor for the Matrix. For the Matrix franchise as Smith, obviously. And he's a biggest actor. I'd pay him like $3.5 million. I'd pay him $3 million for the first movie, $3.5 million for the second, and like $4 million for the third. Give him a nice deal like that. But he doesn't get squat for the royalties because he's the biggest actor, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would most likely do a Matrix game. I perhaps might do a high-end, like, unheard of technology Matrix game. The story of the One. And I'll release it in 3 games. I'll release it in 3 games. But the problem is, Rabrad will not do the walkthrough on his channel because I did not sell. He'll play the games, obviously, but he won't do the walkthrough because I didn't sell, see what I'm saying? That's what really pissed me off, see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my deal for Warner Bros. $2 billion for the brand. If you think I'm going to pay you $4 billion, you rip me off. The Matrix is not as big as Star Wars. I'm not going to have them rip me off and give them like $4 billion. No, my deal is $2 billion. Realistically speaking, I should give them like $1.5 billion. the amount of money they made, 1.6, 1.7 billion I should give them. I'm willing to give you, I'm willing to give them a little more money. Because I'm generous, I'll give you $2 billion. That's my deal for the Matrix franchise. And there's something, though, Ivan, it's a deal. The Matrix is better off in your hands. If you tell that, make that story, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? We're all your fans. We all want to see. We all want to see that amazing story. Yes, you're looking at a masterpiece. Yeah, obviously. But that's why I'm gonna have to have that big talk with VJ. VJ, what do you think? Do you want to do the Matrix trilogy or do you want to do those 4 movies? I don't know, Ivan. That's tough. I want to do those 4 movies badly, but I also want to do that Matrix trilogy, Ivan. And then VJ's, I don't know, Ivan. Let's do the Matrix trilogy, Ivan. I want to do that Matrix trilogy. You know what I'm saying? I might ask John Favreau, hey guys, what do you think? John Favreau, Ivan, are you fucking kidding me? The Matrix? I love the Matrix. Do the Matrix, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Do that Matrix trilogy, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. To end this video off, I'm going to ask you guys this question again. Okay. After I do that amazing masterpiece Zenith story, obviously, I'm going to ask you guys this question. Would you guys prefer that I do the Matrix trilogy? I'm the one, I'm kicking ass. VJ's my lover, obviously. She kicks ass. I'm fighting all these agents in the Matrix, obviously. Or would you rather have me do those amazing masterpiece 4 movies? What would you rather have me do, guys? I don't know, Ivan. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? No, I think you should do the Matrix trilogy, Ivan. The Matrix is nothing is like the Matrix is very, very unique. Nothing is like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not kidding around. Like, even though The Great Escape, they're unique, the Hidden Valley movie and all of them are going to be masterpieces, I'm picturing that Matrix story in my mind. It will not be as good as that Matrix trilogy if I make it. As that Matrix trilogy will even rival Zanus, man. That's how good of a movie will be, man. Like, you have a guy who doesn't know he's the one. He finds out he's the one, he dies. It's sad. He dies, he becomes the one, he kicks ass, and it's like 8 years later by the 3rd movie, he's older, he has a beard. And he's more powerful, and he has an epic battle with Agent Smith. Yeah, man. You have this epic music. Yeah. This epic music. Yeah, man. See what I'm saying? But something tells me you guys would rather see me do that Matrix trilogy. Yeah, Ivan, I'd rather see you do that Matrix trilogy. That's fucking epic, man. That's fucking cool. Ivan as the one. VJ as fucking like the next Trinity. Kicking ass. Yeah. Fighting agents. Yeah, man. Anyways, if this video, stay tuned. I'll make another video tomorrow morning. And I'll upload this video, and you guys will see the video with me in a good like 15 minutes from now. So, Ivan the Mayor, I'm signing out. Peace.